Hello everyone, my name is Watson. In this video we're going to talk about a customer's question. So he said that he knows the PoE transmission is usually limited to 100 meters. And he has a Hikvision PoE NVR, which is a network video recorder integrated with PoE switch feature. So he can just use the PoE NVR to connect to IP devices. He didn't need any other devices to help him expand the network, but he could reach the camera over up to 300 meters. Why is that? Well, yeah, of course, we know that we said the transmission distance for PoE signals are usually limited to 100 meters. If we want to reach further, we're going to have to use special devices to help us expand the network or enhance the signal at the beginning. So there is ways for us to reach 300 meters, but usually we would need help from devices. If not, we're going to have to suffer from a lot of power loss or bandwidth drop. So imagine that we have a PoE NVR. Yes, we can reach to 300 meters, but maybe the bandwidth are only 2 megabits per second. That might be enough for one IP camera, but if we have more devices connected to it, we're definitely going to suffer from the bandwidth drop, which will mean our network speed is not going to be fast enough to provide us constant images coming back from our camera. Now, I'm going to talk about 2 common ways to extend the network. First, if we have like a small PoE switch, or any kind of PoE switch, you can see there are little clicks right here, where we can switch it between 2 modes. The 2 modes are CCTV and default. Usually we would be on default mode because that everything is what it is, and that is the most suitable mode for us to do plug-and-play devices. So everything would just be plugging, connected to the network automatically. But if we wish to each port to be designated to transmit data from IP cameras especially, we can switch the mode to CCTV mode. The CCTV mode, which stands for closed circuit television, which will help us put all the bandwidth on transferring the data back, which will help us maybe get on extended 3 meters, but still not a very good option if we want to go up to 300 meters. So that's method 1. A little trick we can use when we're setting this PoE switch for our IP surveillance system. The second one is to use a PoE extender like this. A PoE extender like this is a metal one, so it's totally okay in all kinds of conditions, mainly rainy days or in dusty places. The metal casing will help release heat and also prevent the outside conditions to break the components inside. Secondly, there is indicators on the top surface here, so we can monitor the status of all the connections really easily. We don't have to connect to the network and see what's happening. We can just take a look at this. And it has 2 ports, so usually we can extend it to 2 different connections if we want. If we don't, we can just leave it for 1 extension. And the best part, this has 30 watts power output and also 1,000 megabits per second bandwidth. That means it is very suitable if we're using this to extend the network for a big number of IP devices. And with an extender, we would think we can extend the bandwidth, but whatever the power, you're on the right track. So when we extend the distance for our network, we're going to suffer from bandwidth drop and power loss, because there is definitely going to be power loss during transmission. This is physics, we can't argue with that. So when we're transmitting further on, our remaining power at the end will be less than the beginning. It's going to be much more less if we go further on. So if we have like a 30 watts power at the beginning, we're going to definitely suffer from power loss if we go too far. In this case, if we have too many devices and the power budget's not enough, this is where we take in a PoE injector. A PoE injector will only receive the data from our PoE switch or any other PoE source. And then it will receive the data and then put power on it. As you can see, there is power supply here. We can just connect it to our electric outlet and receive power, put it on the data, and transmit PoE signals at this port. So it's really easy to understand. You can see as a combiner of power and data. And with that, we can solve the power issues for all the devices we connect for our PoE switch when we're extending it for a long distance. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them at the the section below. Thank you guys for watching.